What's going on, yo? You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing my video, whether religiously or in passing. You already know. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel down below. Please hit that notification bell. All that good stuff, man. Let me plug myself in real quick. You feel what I'm saying? Let me definitely plug myself in real quick. If you haven't yet, please, man, go shop at hypewave91.com, man. I got some good merch for y'all. Y'all can definitely go check it out, man. You know what I mean? All the Hype Wave gear is now available. You dig what I'm saying? All the Hype Wave gear is now available. The sweat set is now available. Y'all can go check out my merch at hypewave91.com. I have other merch as well, so if you want to just go browse and see what I got, y'all can also check out hypewave91.com for sure. For sure. You feel what I'm saying? Also, man, before we get into everything, man, if you haven't yet, man, please subscribe to my other YouTube channel. My other YouTube channel, if you want to, you know what I mean? If you want other content other than sports, y'all can subscribe to my other YouTube channel at Dolo Solo 1033 TV. That's Dolo Solo 1033 TV. That's for all my Twitter people. You already know, man. Let's get it cracking, man. Don't forget to subscribe to my page as well. Let's get it cracking, man. Oh, I already got a comment. My boy Drew Johnson in the building. My boy Drew Johnson in the building. What's good? What's good to my boy, man? Shout out to my boy Drew Johnson in the building, man. Let's get it. Let's talk a little bit about Philadelphia real quick. You know, actually, I want to get into everything. I want to get into, you know, the Lamar Jackson contract, the Daniel Jones contract. We're going to save that for later. Right now, we're going to get into the Philadelphia Eagles right now. I want to talk about the Jalen Hurts rumored contract. There's been rumors that he will get a 6-year, $265 million deal. That's the rumor that's going around Twitter right now. You know, so that's basically, I think, roughly around $44 million a year, give or take. You know what I mean? That's good for him. He definitely deserves it. Looking at, you know, what these other quarterbacks got, you know what I mean, like Daniel Jones, he need to be, you know, paid higher than Daniel Jones. And actually, everybody knows that he will be, you know, paid higher than Daniel Jones. You know, Daniel Jones pretty much broke the market. You know what I mean? Not broke the market, but broke the Giants market, if you get what I'm saying. Do I think he deserved that money? Yeah, I feel like every player should get paid what they're worth. But Daniel Jones ain't do enough for me to actually get $160 million. You know what I mean? $160 million contract. We all know Jalen Hurts exceeded way more than what Daniel Jones was projected to do, honestly. You know, so Jalen Hurts' rumored contract is now up in the air. We'll see how that go. For those who don't know, CJ Gardner definitely put out a video, you know, a cryptic message. You know, I spoke about this in my last video, but he basically put out a cryptic message saying all love Philly. It came with a video, and a couple of players, you know, a couple of our players commented under the video, basically saying, damn, that was Darius Slay. And AJ Brown basically said, yo, go feed your family, go get your money. Now, I'm pretty sure that we probably offered him something, you know what I mean? But it probably wasn't to him and his agent liking, for real. You know what I mean? Especially with the Jalen Hurts deal that's about to get done. It probably wasn't to CJ Gardner liking, you know what I mean? Listen, we could only, with this NFL and with everything going on, we can only sign so much players, you know what I mean? But I feel like on the defensive side, since we got so much free agents, that should have been one of our priorities, you know? I hear a lot of people saying on Twitter that, you know, we should have, not should have, but I think we're going the KC route. You know, Reese, the guy Ike Reese, or you know, Ike Reese, and one of them other guys that actually was in the Philadelphia organization, they was basically saying that, you know, we're going the Kansas City route, which is cool and all. But at the end of the day, y'all got to remember, man, defense win championship, offense sell tickets. And just imagine if we had the defense from 2022. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, just think about this, right? We got the defense from 2022, but we got the offense from 2023. Y'all think we still would have went to the Super Bowl with that 2022 defense? No. At the end of the day, a lot of these teams a lot of these teams are coming along. They are getting adjusted to the new style of play. And that is no more pocket passing quarterback. Not saying that it doesn't exist, but they seeing the fact that these mobile quarterbacks are in now. You know what I mean? You gotta in this league, being the fact that it's 17 games, you got to be able to throw the ball down the field. So they are adjusting to today's NFL, honestly. So you got to get a defense for that. You got to have a defense for that. You got to have smart plays for that. There's no way in my mind that I will let a safety of his caliber go. You already got Javon Hargrave, a free agent that's more than likely bound to walk away. You got a cornerback in James Bradbury that's bound to walk away. Drew Johnson said Kansas City still had 55 sacks on the regular season, so they weren't terrible. Nah, they weren't terrible. But what I'm saying is, okay, I know you don't want to. Listen, I understand that you don't want to pay guys and stuff like that, but CJ Gardner is very young. Why not give him the money? You got to keep you got to keep somebody back there. You know what I'm saying? Our secondary has to be legit. You know what I mean? And this is my thinking going. This is my thinking about the defense, right? I'm not saying we got to be, how we were last year. You know what I mean? But what I am saying is, you got to get somebody like. When you're going into the draft to draft some of these guys, you know what I mean? They are very unproven guys. When you go into the free agent market, we don't know what's going to happen in the free agent market. We got a lot of free agents on defense ourselves. You know what I mean? The offense is cool. I'm not too worried about the offense. It's the defense. So you still got to have somebody back there, especially the secondary, that can guard these wide receivers. These wide receivers is different nowadays. Not only is they catching the ball, they running the ball too. Look at Deebo Samuels. You know what I mean? There are a lot of hybrid running backs. Hybrid wide receivers out here. So you got to have the defense in position to actually, hold up with some of these offense of weapons, honestly. You know what I mean? I feel like Kansas City last year, they did have a lot of names. They had a Frank Clark. You know what I mean? They had their defense, in my eyes, were very underrated. Drew Johnson said Eagles had problems with evaluating secondary personnel. Also, never paid a legit defensive player right. I can't remember if we ever had the highest paid player at any position. That's a fact. When you look at it, right? When you look at it going into next season, right? You got Darius Slay, who's getting older. You know what I'm saying? And we saw that towards the end of the season that he wasn't playing the same. Like let's be honest, he was not playing the same. He was not playing the same. You know what I mean? So you got an older Darius Slay. You got a James Bradbury who we might just let walk. You know what I'm saying? So we have to replace a James Bradbury. You got a Marcus Epps who's a free agent who got interest from other teams. You got CJ Gardner who might, so our secondary alone is pretty much depleted. If you really think about it, like I said, we don't know if Marcus Epps is going to resign, but I'm just talking about he is also a free agent, so he could go out there and test the market. He could go out there, whatever it is. Our safeties, our two safeties, might not be there next year. Our one cornerback we had a 1A and 1B in James Bradbury and Darius Slay. James Bradbury might not be there next year. Our linebackers, TJ Edwards, might not be there. He's a free agent. Our whole defense is depleted. You know what I'm saying? So going into this season, listen, as an Eagles fan right now, I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. Like I'm right along with y'all. I don't know what's going to happen. There's no news. There's no reports. There's nothing saying that Howie Roseman, might potentially re-sign somebody. Only person he might re-sign, which I heard is, Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham. I heard that they might be working to restructure his contract, but that's about it though. That's about it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what we're gonna do with Fletcher Cox. I don't know what we're gonna do with Javon Hargrave. Kazir White might walk out. So just the whole defense. I'm not worried about the offensive side. It's the defense, bro. That's just like a big question mark for me. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much starting all over on defense, especially especially with the secondary. We pretty much starting all over. And if we want to have hope on getting back to a Super Bowl or being playoff bound, you got to at least keep one high caliber defensive player on the back end. You feel me? Drew Johnson said, yeah, everything is up in the air for the defense. Everything is up in the air for the defense, bro. Everything is up in the air for the defense. We don't know what's going to happen for real. We don't know what's going to happen. All we know is Jalen Hurts is getting a contract extension. We don't know what they're going to do with Miles Sanders. We don't know what they're going to do with Boston Scott. All we know is Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Smitty, and the offensive line. And potentially Jason Kelce might come back. That's all we know for real. We don't know about the running back position. We don't know about the secondary. We don't know about the middle linebackers. We don't know about the defensive line with Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave. You know what I mean? Also, we might have to fill in the spots because Adama Kasu is not there. Linval Joseph is not there. They free agents too. You feel me? So that's what scares me the most about right now is the Eagles, like basically what's going to happen moving forward as far as defensively. You know what I mean? And I could definitely see, okay, boom, we put everything on the offensive side. Jalen Hurts, this is your team now. You have the keys to the building now. You have the keys to the building. This is your team. Let me see you get it done. Because we seen it we seen it out of Patrick Mahomes. Didn't have a great defense, but their defense was bend, but break a little bit. But Patrick Mahomes got it done. So we've seen it happen before, and I guess this is a sign for Jalen Hurts. Like, yo, you got the keys, bro. You got to make it happen. Regardless, you got to make it happen. You got to make it happen. Drew Johnson said, I thought for sure CJ Gardner was going to get done quick. I thought so also. What is the holdup for Jalen? Maybe they are working on a restructure. I'm trying to figure it out too. We don't know what's going on. Like, we're so kept in the dark right now, and this is what I don't like. I know the whole saying was, and Howie Roseman we trust. I know that's the whole saying, and Howie Roseman we trust. But right now, I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to say I trust him, and I'm not going to say I don't trust him. I just don't know. As a true, pure Eagles fan, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to keep it $1. I don't know what's going on. Straight up. Only thing I know is Jalen Hurts' contract is a definite for sure. And hell, if some people doubt that, if some people are like, I don't know what's going on with him, I understand, because we are left in the dark even with his contract. Even though we're speculating and we know he's going to get a contract, but we don't know what's going on. There is no news. Only thing I know for sure is that the trade deadline, not the trade deadline, I apologize. The trades start March 15th. We're going to see what's going to happen. I think it's from March. I think it's like 3 to 4 days or whatever, but I know it's a deadline when it comes to the trading. But we're going to see what's going to happen in the next week and a half. There's a lot of good free agents out there. That we can still pick up, especially veteran free agents. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Drew Johnson said, this is how Howie moves. Last year was quiet for the most part. When he gets quiet, the rumors start to fly. Yeah. But when the moves happened though, they were loud. The moves were loud. The Hassan Reddick move was loud. You know what I mean? The Kazale White move was loud. The CJ Gardner move, that was loud. You know what I mean? So everything was pretty much loud. Right now, we just gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see what's gonna happen for real. We gotta wait and see what's gonna happen for real. You know what I mean? The Lamar Jackson thing that I want to get into real quick. I feel like they playing that young man. I feel like whatever Daniel Jones got a contract way before you talking about a guy that won an MVP in his second year. He deserved every bit of it. You talking about a player with a player that played for the Cleveland Browns that got $230 million guaranteed and never been in the MVP discussion. You talk, come on, man. Like, yo, they really playing Lamar Jackson right now. They playing with him. They tagged him with a non-exclusive tag for $32 million. They could have franchise tagged him for $45 million, but they gave him a non-exclusive tag for $32 million. And this is the kicker, though. This is one good thing I'll say about it, though, that other teams can actually match the Ravens and actually end up with Lamar Jackson. So if I take a positive out of that, that's the only positive thing out of that. But the Baltimore Ravens is playing Lamar Jackson. It's playing him. It's playing him. Drew said, yeah, they should stop playing with the young man. That's a fact, man. They playing with him, man. And I'm not even a Baltimore fan, but I do like Lamar Jackson. I feel like everybody should like Lamar Jackson. He is the Michael Vick 2.0. Electric. You can't deny his ability. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on. You know what I mean? As an Eagle fan, listen, I'm not trying to stress. I'm not trying to stress out over this Eagle stuff. You know what I mean? But I understand if the anxiety is high for, your average Eagle fan. I understand because we don't know what's going on. Everybody thought that the CJ Gardner deal was going to get done. It didn't get done. You know what I mean? We had until 4:00 p.m. yesterday to figure out if we were going to tag him or not. I feel like they did come up with a number for him, but I feel like that number probably wasn't good enough because he did. I don't know if I believe he did lead the league in interceptions at one point. I don't know if it still stands at the end of the season, but I know he did that when he was healthy. You feel what I'm saying? Drew said, yeah, I'm usually on the player side when it comes to the business in general. That's a fact, man. Pay that man. Or if not, give him up. Let somebody else pay him. You feel what I'm saying? But right now, as far as Eagle news, I don't know what's going on. Like y'all, we don't know what's going on. Only thing we could do right now is just be on Twitter and speculate until something happens. Right now, my antennas is up. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen, what's going on. And we going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man, because I'm about to cook. Shout out to my boy, Drew Johnson, man. You already know, man. It's your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey, man. Gang.